Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works workshop. It is Thursday, July 13th. And you can bet I'm looking at the microphone. It does seem like it's working. And I'm a little late getting it started here this morning. And the reason was that when I clicked on go live, it didn't go live. There has to be something every single day. It just seems so weird. Apparently, this had to do with my IP address. I had this happen a few days ago, and I recognized the problem this time and was able to fix it within a minute or so there. So it's unbelievable. Got a few things to tell you about today. I wanted to remind everyone that we still do have our rental retreats available. We've got the larger rental retreat, which is a house, and you can kind of see it there through, it's backwards to me, but anyway, you can see it through those trees there, not the one up on the hill. And anyway, the rental retreat is very nice. It's like a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, full kitchen, great room, the whole bit. So it's very nice. It's a nice place to come and stay for a weekend or a few days or whatever. You can start the process on my website, www.rosastringworks.com. And on the website there, then you can, that will take you, when you click on that link, it'll take you to Airbnb site to finish the actual registration. We also have the rental apartment, which is very similar, just on a very small scale. It's also fixed up very nice, very clean. You would like it as well. It also has a full kitchen. Both of them also have washer dryer, so it's pretty nice. Anyway, the reason I even brought that up at all was because I put a brand new router, Wi-Fi 6 router, in the apartment yesterday and got that all working. So this internet speed up there is very good. It's very good at the rental retreat as well. Zoom calls, I would just want to remind everyone that we can do Zoom calls if you're interested. If you have anything you need help with on a one-on-one basis, like you need me to, give you some guidance on a project or something you're working on, I'd be happy to do that. This green screen deal is good and bad. Everybody, I would say the vast majority of the comments have been very, very favorable. We've had 2 or 3 very much haters, dissenters. We've got one here. I'm not going to read the actual username, but it says, Jerry, I'm a longtime subscriber, but I just hate those silly photos that you're using in the background. Please go back to your workshop or wherever you are located. It's just too much. Well, I'm sorry you don't like it. To me, what that really says to me, in between the lines, is this is a person that's not willing to change. I prefer something to change every day. And when I was at work, if I had to do the same thing 2 days in a row, I got bored. I preferred something new every day. If you don't like the background, I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but calling my photos silly does offend me. And the reason it offends me is because these are real life photos of my farm. This is where I live. I don't see anything silly about it at all. Another dissenter says, Jerry, I just don't understand what the green screen is supposed to be adding to things. Seems kind of pointless. Half expecting someone to sell me a timeshare. The workshop background is much more appropriate. I hate to be critical, I really do, but unless it adds to whatever you're presenting, seems kind of pointless. I really do wish all the luck in the world with your post-instrument phase of your life and your channel. Well, again, everybody has an opinion. I have never said that I will keep this for the rest of my life. I just have it going on right now. I'm also learning about the technology. There's a lot of things that these kinds of technology can do for me. They can do for you. They can add to the presentations, and et cetera, and so forth. Like like this ticker that's going across the bottom right now that I just added. I mean, it's a little silly. It doesn't need to be there. But on the other hand, it's kind of cool too. It's kind of fun. You'll see, I've got a little segment coming up where the girls that explored the cave now have decided to travel the Little Piney River. Now, it's a very, very short clip. It's not a full video or anything, but I will show you that here in just a few minutes. Anyway, so, you know, there's a lot of technology that comes with the green screen that I'm trying to learn how to take advantage of, and it can be very beneficial down the road as I get into doing more training, things like that. So I'm sorry for the few dissenters there are. My suggestion is quit taking everything so darn serious. I think the photos are nice to look at. If you don't like to look at them, and if you really feel that terribly strong about it, then my suggestion is don't make yourself miserable. Just go somewhere else. That's, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just the way I feel about it. I did finish the water heater, and I'll just show you a very short clip on that. Friends, the sink is completely finished. We have hot and cold water. Got our new outlet down there. Both outlets are labeled with no equipment ground. So the labels are there so that that, you know, is by code. You're supposed to label it when there's no ground. Here is the hot water heater. I don't have a long-term test on this hot water heater, but I'm going to go ahead and add it to the products I use list. It was very easy to install and heated up right away. Just seems like a good unit right now to me. That project is complete. Yeah, it works really good. I'm amazed how well it does work. And they're very affordable. They're just a little over $100 for a little small hot water heater like that. So if you know, like, even in a case where, like, let's say you have a long run in your house from your hot water heater maybe to a very far back bathroom, this thing's small enough in many cases where you might be able to just install it right under the sink or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the products I use list. I did not put it on there yet, but I will add it there, and you know. And I will be putting out a short video, hopefully this weekend, on installing all of that. And I will list all the parts and pieces that you need to make it easy to install. So anyway, it's a pretty good little deal, I think, especially under certain circumstances. It's not something you want to install for your main hot water, obviously, because it wouldn't last, only 2.5 gallons, but it does recover very quickly. As I mentioned, the cave video went over really well. The positive feedback like crazy. I was kind of wondering about it. I wondered if it would be positive or if they would just be kind of smart aleck type feedback. But it was really nice feedback, and the girls seemed to really have got a kick out of it, and they got a kick out of your feedback and everything too, and they enjoyed going in the cave. Well, then yesterday afternoon I took off and toted them all with their kayaks down to, to downtown Newburgh. There's a place where you can put in the river there. We call it a river. It's also called the Little Piney Creek, but it's bigger than a creek. You can float it. So anyway, here's a little clip on that little episode.
I've never kayaked before. Oh my God.
For my money, it's too hot to go cool off like that. Yeah, they had a good time on their float trip. Yeah, as I said, it was too hot to go cool off like that. It was a little over 100 degrees, and yeah, sitting out in that sun, even though, sitting on top of a kayak like that, of course, you can always jump in the water, but it was kind of hot. It really was. Anyway, well, that's really all I have for this morning. I don't have a whole lot. If I will just say that if you have questions, comments, or topics that you'd like to add to tomorrow's shop talk, be sure to put those in today's comments section, and I will get them included in tomorrow's shop talk. You know, I'm experimenting with things, guys. It doesn't always have to be just like it is right now. If you have suggestions to make things better, and if you can keep them on the positive side, I would much appreciate that. I'd prefer they not be insulting. But if you do have suggestions and ways that you think I can improve things as I'm going forward with, a different phase in my life, I literally cannot do the instrument thing anymore. The hands are just killing me. If I could do the instrument thing, I'd be doing the instrument thing. It's like we've got, as a matter of fact, that gal Jennifer that was in the kayak there, the one with the hat on at the back in the darker outfit. Her father is in bad shape right now, and he needs to be in a nursing home. I shouldn't maybe talk about this publicly like this, but my point is there comes a time in your life when you have to realize things are changing and you just need to adapt to it. And he's at a point where I think he needs to learn that he just needs to go ahead and be admitted to a home, because you at some point you can't function, and he's really about at that point. Well, I'm pointing this at myself. I kept going with the hands for as long as I could, but there's a point where you have to go, well, things have changed. I have to realize that they've changed. And I have to go on with the next phase of my life and do something different. And I cannot do the instrument thing anymore. I wish I could. Truly, you don't know how bad I wish I could. But that's the way it is. And things have changed, and it's going to be different from this point forward. For those of you who cannot adapt to that, I'm sorry. You may just have to go somewhere else. I will continue to try to do better each and every day. We'll just see how it goes. And if you do have positive suggestions on it, I'd be more than happy to hear them, and I'd be more than happy to give them a try. Anyway, that's about it. We will probably see you tomorrow. Be sure to put your questions, comments, and topics in today's video, and we'll discuss them tomorrow for Shop Talk, 8 o'clock my time.